damage, and then a Genji on that secondary DPS. On the opposing side, pure dive when it comes to the enemy. I completely apologize. By now, issues should not be arising anymore, but I'm just having a heart attack here. Okay. Yeah, it just seems to be an issue with the client right now. It'll put itself in.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Here we go. Now, if we can just get some character models, we're running. We're coming in. It definitely looks like a Hammond or a monkey jumping in. Looks like it was a monkey. It was the latter. And already in the backside, it looks like Dark Allegiance is being pushed back by now by Corn Salad. Things are coming together as finally flow is starting to come through, and Corn Salad seems to be up on the up and up when it comes to kills. Every kill coming in the red. That Echo coming in clutch. The overall damage coming out of Corn Salad seems to be strong. That extra DPS coming out from Echo's secondary attack is just annihilating the enemy team. Phase 1 going forward, and it looks like our graphics are finally clean. No VOD review for that point 1, it seems, but we're going to be able to see Phase 2, Phase 3, and every map going forward since my game is finally decided. Corn Salad ain't holding back. They're already in the front line, looking at that high ground, looking to do anything. Hammond throwing in some damage, going in for that initial assault to allow the rest of the DPS to go in, but Pibbs on that monkey just completely annihilated, even with the shield going up. Too late, too little too late for that, as right now, Dark Academy, I want to say Dark Academy. Dark Legion's having a little bit of issues here when they're trying to hold together. They're able to recoalesce, get their shields up, put themselves back together, but it's looking a little harsh for them. Damage coming in from every single direction, hurting every single member of their team, but not a problem for double AoE Bab on that Brigitte and Chartis on that Batiste. The boys are coming in clutch to heal all that impact damage coming their way, and they're not afraid to play that front line. Amplification is just coming in harsh, and to boost against it, Zenyatta. Not a bad idea, but there's less damage going for it. That Hammond going straight in through the back, putting minefields, making the escape very difficult. DPS already in the backside, they're giving free reign to do any damage, but that's tanked on the front line, getting completely annihilated by Ananas' Bob. It's going to be a definite push going forward. They're going to get at least 75% of the way, assuming Dark Allegiance doesn't get even more scattered going forward. Beautiful aggressive play coming out here. Pushing back and not letting these things get away. It might not have secured kills, but that's definitely secured. Ooh, it's definitely secured all charge, but being taken out as the point hits the halfway point is not what you want to see. That's going to cost a little bit of time, but only a little. When it comes to ults right now, Dark Allegiance looking great. I haven't had the chance to really go into much. So on that halfway point, it's the perfect time to start using ults on that defense. Corn Salad is going to be coming in full, using the Resurrection to make sure their team is there. They knock off the Ash from the Iron, but now the team is all in one place. That Sigma's a little too far forward, taken out at the 5v6 going forward. Perfect time for Corn Time to go in, but they, ooh, Corn Salad. It kind of came out like a P, but anyways, Bob coming out to come up the 6th player, but it does not matter. Bob is a little too far. She used the aggressive play of Bob too much. It would have been better just place it right on that payload, have that 6th member with the rest of the team, but the die, all they can do is get behind those obstacles. Corn Salad is just going in hard. Forget about that Sigma. Everyone else hits a better tag. Amplification Matrix coming off the side, completely denied by 6 Sith on that Genji blade. And these ults are just coming in almost calculated. They're coming in perfect. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but thanks to Dark Allegiances as well, aggressive defense when their ults come out, counterplaying with ultimates just leaves you with the same ult banks. The fact that Corn Salad is winning keeps them with the ult advantage going forward. I mean, their ults are working. So let's see here. I mean, it's sad because right now the defense do not have anything, so they have to use anything they can against this dive that's coming against them to get their ult charge back up. This double dive is really hurting them, especially since the back line of their team is very snipey. So it's hard to deal with these frontline tanks having those snipers. But look at Cornside and switching it up. No more dive. Looking for that partial death ball with Zarya Reinhardt. They're gonna come in at disadvantage. No ult charge, but mind you, they didn't have ult charge to begin with. So not too much of a loss. Blue's team with the kills. Defense on the high. 6v5. Defense advantage, and now you just gotta be careful. You don't want to get that Zarya that much charge, because that's just gonna be a huge DPS boost. But they're playing, ooh, beautiful dynamite coming forward, and this is that high impact that's been constantly plaguing Dark Elite. Ooh, nano boosted Earthshatter coming out on top of a high noon. 3 ultimates for the defense is such a hit. Mind you, I do feel like they would have lost that fight, so it's hard to say the worth. Their ult bank is completely destroyed, but they buy themselves so much time at the beginning of this map. Not a bad play, but now that rally has to come soon, because there's nothing else that can. They're going against Bob, coming back, hitting that Genji, and the health is coming in high. Dark Allegiance, they're not going to be seeing any deaths anytime soon. They keep the Reinhardt up. Earthshatter coming out, blocked by that Sigma shield. Destroyed. Almost destroyed too early, destroying the rest of the team. Can she become back? See if they can get any damage. Denied yet again. Blue kill coming through. Now this time, look coming out with this Genji play. Since the backline is completely, there's no tanks, there's no tank in the backline. They went completely in for a form of attack. The DPS backed up, and now the entire team is separate. Beautiful. The counterplay is finally here for Dark Allegiance. They've pushed the point 3, but now we're seeing a coalesced team come together using their mechanics or a hold against this great attack coming up from Cornside. Cornside had to switch a few things. This has been kind of like their wind-up phase. They've got that Graviton, now they gotta find a way to use it. The combo may be that May that came out, the May just came out, starting off the Graviton as soon as possible, seeing what they can do, and it's just pure mechanical damage coming through. Dynamite. Just left clicking in general coming on top of Dark Allegiance, but they're gonna have time. They're gonna have time to come forward. Nothing right now other than Earthshatter coming in soon from Pips, and that's gonna have to be a clutch play that's gonna keep them alive. Sigma is gonna be coming in from one side. Beautiful, but they gotta stop. Beautiful Blue coming in with the split dash, coming in through. No Sigma ultimate in sight. Kills coming in the red, and that Sigma ultimate's coming in too late. Ball in the sky, doing beautiful damage, killing Blue. And it's just a red play going on forward. That it's disheartening. I think there's a better word for it. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a good one. As he just felt like a faster attack from that defense would have gone so much differently. But that's hindsight. They still got that point to 0 and 24 seconds remaining. 0 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. Sorry, and that's not a bit hold. I mean, it felt like a snowball coming in from Corn Salad. So the fact that they were able to reduce the time so much going forward is exactly what you want to see. It's every time I start these casts, I'm always afraid I never turn on my mic. So I was just like, Jesus, I just wasted 8 minutes of everyone's time just recording instead of talking. No, still here. Now we're going to be switching to the opposite side. I feel like Dark Legion's definitely ramped up on that third point. It was definitely very, very in the red when it came to the bench. So now we get to turn it around. See what this attack from Dark Allegiance might host a big difference in their defense, and see whether that same aggressiveness comes out from Corn Salad in their defense. Mind you, though, they are running a Torbjorn. Beautiful close range damage. Sadly, the enemy isn't running any form of close range damage other than that Reinhardt. So it may be a little bit hard to charge that Torbjorn, but if it does get charged, it'll be a beautiful defensive hold. It's gonna be a little bit hard though. Only technically two hit scans, so they're gonna be able to handle that Pharah a little bit. If Dionysus is able to get those headshots pretty well, it's gonna be just a complete hit. Pharah Mercy holding in the back. I don't think they noticed that they got help behind. Yes, because the entire team's going in on the left, and that's beautiful. Oh, but I don't like how slow this Pharah Mercy's going in. It's just too slow. A little bit faster, and that would have been beautiful. His entire team is just held in one place. Amazing for explosive damage, and Blue's getting it. Blue's just completely decimating a lot of the enemy team's health. Already at close to 50%, but it just came in too late. Too late. Pharah is holding in the back, so now they've got teams on two sides. We got a two-pronged attack coming in here. Reinhardt in the front, but again, this is Pharah's taking a little too long. There's no DPS coming in. So much DPS going on the Reinhardt. His shield has to go down with the nano boost in order to do damage. He's taken out, but only tanks are hurt. The DPS are coming on the right, so now it's come to the point where the fact that everyone's attacking Reinhardt, not doing enough damage on the shield. There's actually got the Dark Allegiance that have a three-pronged attack. One coming from on the right, one coming from there on the left, and tanks down the middle. Everything wasted for Corn Salad so far. What an earth shatter. Oh, you're not resi today, Mercy. Solo shatter for the win, but interesting. Corn Salad coming back, able to take out everything. That Earth Shatter might as well have been wasted. Kills coming in for that Hanzo, so not much seen there. This is perfect time to get some good ult charge. Bot put in the center of the point, so anybody who dares decides to get on the point is going to be facing the 7th member of Dark Allegiance. Sigma ult's coming out, hitting almost everyone on top of Dynamite. That's a double kill right there. Good double kill coming forward. This is not looking good right now for Dark Allegiance. They don't really have the damage. That Ashe is coming in close. Dionysus is that damage dealer. Gotta take her out. Vault going in high, see if he can do anything. Coming in a very strange direction. He gets Batiste though, not bad. Less heals coming in, but they gotta take out that Ashe. Ashe taken out, so less damage on both sides, but the reinforcements of Dark Allegiance coming in clutch. Time to get some close range action. I think that's a perfect time because I was gonna get that Hanzo gameplay there, but let's see. Come on, come on. Getting a little bit of misses going in there from Blue, switching from that Genji to that Hanzo. But either way, that phase moves on to phase 2, though it took a long time for them to get it compared to Corn Salad. Doesn't change anything though if they're able to get a good push going forward. Honestly, switching from that Ashe to that Widow, you're seeing if you can get anything. Ooh, still close to that headshot on the Hanzo, but it's gonna have to be a body shot. Evan going in high, looking for that high ground, slapping on the D.Va and Lucio, see if we can get any damage, get those people off that damn high ground. And now there's going to be a fight here in the alleyway. Taking out the Ashe puts Corn Salad with the advantage. That area is a little too small, giving the advantage to Hammond when it comes to damage. Just completely rolling straight through them, going in for the hit and run tactics. But the point is already to the halfway point. They need to decide on some form of attack. Beautiful combination of nade and Earth Shatter, and then combined with a Dragon Strike going straight down into the alleyway, just completely cemented that victory. Such a small area to fight against the Hanzo. Completely forgot he even existed. The fact that he wasn't taken out should have been a clue not to kind of bind up in those small areas, but hindsight is hindsight. It does give Corn Salad a chance to go in forward. He got a lot of ults used. Valkyrie being popped, seeing if it can go in, but the point is on. D.Va pushing him back. And I thought I saw a Bob, no. And it's just kind of like it's a loss, honestly, for Corn Salad. It's a hard place to use your Hammond ultimate unless you're getting off him. Hammond does come up on top of the point. Now we're moving on to phase 3. A good phase 2 for Dark Allegiance, giving him a good amount of time to complete this map. So this is where Corn Salad needs to coalesce everything that they have. They've got Earth Shatter, but they've made switches. It's a little bit hard for them since they're going against already pre-made ultimates from the previous phase, so they have to be careful. They have to make this put down their play, but luckily they do get the Lucio. Good pick coming forward. Separation with the Mei, but a Dragon Strike to come in right after killing the Ana. Dragon Strike a little too forward, so Ana's the only person that affects, and they effectively push back Dark Allegiance. Not bad. Gives them extra time to fill in those ultimates, but they're going to need one more fight in order to gain that Mei ultimate and start playing that ult bank game. D.Va ultimate is going to be their bane right here, no doubt. Dark Allegiance is playing for it right now. They're looking for it. They're seeing what they can do, and look at that high ground. Already coming in, seeing where they are. Calling it out. She's coming in through the front. Ooh, slapped in the back with the D.Va, and luckily they now boosted the Reinhardt, shielded against the Earth Shatter of Corn Salad. Mei ultimate coming in on Dark Allegiance, holding the team back, killing the healers of the team, hopefully killing the healers of the team. No, okay, Ana is taken out, but the kills are even now. Blue, thanks to Bob. It's gonna look like a beautiful push coming forward. The only person that's gonna be able to defend right now is that Reinhardt. He has to charge in as best as he can. Oh, a mischarge going forward. A mischarge from Pibbs finishes that map on a 2-minute and 35-second overtime. Good stuff.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
So both these teams feel rather even, and this is where we start to see the major differences. I never put so much weight on a team's first half, because at many times it's always a warm-up match for them. They're always getting their feet wet, seeing what they can do against the enemy team. I feel like Dark Legions might have fought. Mind you though, many teams act very differently when they're on the attack side, when they're on the defensive side. So now we get to see Dark Allegiance on the defense again. It was a pretty fast defense. Great attack from Corn Salad. So Corn Salad is bringing practically the same thing they did before. The Honest is right on the edge, going for that Widowmaker. Little bit, I would say, risky, because you have to make sure you get those headshots. If you don't get those headshots, the effectiveness of Widowmaker just goes out the window. Because you could be playing the Ashe, getting this even more damage on the body shots, and more effectiveness thanks to the ult. 6 is actually switching to the Ashe. The Honest is able to take out Blue on the Echo, which is really dumb of Blue to be so far forward. So great. This is exactly what they need with a 1-minute push. All they need to do is calculate what's going forward and getting a lot of effectiveness out of his power trigger. Pushing the defense off the high ground. Now they're on the low ground. Guys looking for what they can do, pushing the enemy off the point, and now it's just using effectiveness. Again, those dynamites just coming in, bite Ryan one after the other. And it wasn't even, I don't think 6 was playing Ashe last time. Maybe, I'm not sure. But those dynamites are just so great. So much effectiveness coming up from them, but they need more. They need a little bit more fast. Able to echo yet again. We've seen the team back to that 5. It's a 5v5 at this point. Hammond coming back in, looking for something. McCree going out to the high ground with the brigade. Not smart, but apparently it is, as they take out 6s. Less damage coming in from Dark Legion, but kills coming in for them nonetheless. They gotta have that defense using the Fool of the Shield to do anything. Oh, Sorrow taken out on the high ground after using that high move. That now said Reinhardt is just doing some work while we're able to come in at the last second. Long hashtag, I'm not gonna say her name, so I'll see it later. So the Mercy just goes into the sky and all that is physically possible, and now it's just a game of reinforcements. Is Dark Allegiance able to kill? Oh, that Earthshatter should have been high. That was difficult, but Dark Allegiance has to kill as many people as they can before Corn Salad come and reinforce. Doomfist coming in, Monkey coming in, is going to be on it right after Hammond. They got another point though. Overtime taking over, no points for Corn Salad. All Dark Allegiance has to do is get one tick on this first point, and the map is theirs. Mind you though, I didn't see if they got any progress on it. I'm pretty sure they almost completed it, but I'm not seeing it here on the map. So now I'm wondering if they even have to get one tick. If they only gotta get half a tick or so on and so forth. We'll have to see. Interesting. So a difficult thing to see. It's not easy for Corn Salad. They did so well starting off, have an initial pick, but the team is just so chunky after that. The healers just completely dedicated themselves to healing everyone else, and they went for such daring plays going forward. Taking out the DPS is exactly what you want to do. Corn Salad got to do it, but then Dark Legion did it right after with the Brigade. Taking out the Hammond as well makes it less tanky. The team doesn't have that many shields, so they can't play as aggressive as Dark Allegiance is able to play. So it's funny, because Dark Allegiance, even though they're running shields, their team isn't staying behind the shield, so that gives Corn Salad the advantage. But Corn Salad doesn't have the shields, they can't really play aggressive, so that gives Dark Allegiance the advantage. This is just going half an hour to whoever gets whatever picks going forward. So now we have to see, what is Dark Allegiance going to bring out? They're bringing a half-dive with a pretty chunky, healthy backline. Not chunky, but a healthy backline. They're looking for that push. They see the signal on the high ground alone, and it's going to be a full dive on the top. The rest of the team's kind of like pushing on it, using the monkey shield. Beautiful to kind of like move forward, using it to their advantage by Dionysus getting a double kill. I think that's going to cement that fight, but the dive is doing great with DPS. Able to get a double kill going forward, just securing the kills right after, staying behind on the Reinhardt. Beautiful, just a 3-man at this point. It's doing great work. As I said before, it's going to be just one tick, and Hammond has to be careful. He did his best, but with one tick out of the way, Dark Allegiance gets the first map in these very close games. I would love to see that again. But it was all priority at the end. Like it was just a 3-man practically. A little bit of damage coming in from the backline, but Dionysus took care of it. Dionysus took care of the healer, they took care of the Ashe. They took care of Nana, they took care of an Ashe, and then going forward, it was just all blue. Blue saw everybody that was low HP and just completely started swift dashing him. Beautiful. So let's see here. Gonna be moving on to our next map. By the looks of it, it should actually be Havana. But they are choosing Napalm. I'm asking the casters ready. I am definitely ready. Looks like they're choosing Napalm. So interesting. I'm not sure if you can actually switch maps, but yes. Just by one. And then go quickly to Nepal.
Initiating match.
So, as I said before, some teams have a difference when it comes to attack and defense, but Dark Legions have kind of amped it up at this point. They've shown that their defense is strong, they've shown that their attack is strong. The Corns at the very beginning showed that they had the fundamentals to just go forward and do some very sick plays. Sadly, they did lose that first match, just to the fact that they weren't able to be as aggressive thanks to the comp. That didn't stop Dark Legions though. They used the monkey barrier to push in their backline. That didn't really do much as the backline was destroyed by Dionysus. But then the front line just completely destroyed. Corn Salad was just a monkey, Kiva, and a Genji. So now we're going to see what they're going to pull out. They're putting out some type of death ball. Blue coming in with the Echo. I hope this isn't foretelling of his immediate death. He's died a lot on Echo. That was against the Widowmaker, luckily. Goldenrot's able to take out Echo in the sky, and that gives them a huge advantage. Basically, nobody able to deal, except for the Batista on Dark Allegiance against that Fairy. It's just going to get full damage going on through, but the heals are just equally as good. Look at that. The team going on half and getting everything back. Goldenrot does not have enough ammo practically to be able to destroy that team. As Blue comes in right from behind, is able to destroy that Fair, and then completely everyone else is just decimated one by Dark Allegiance. Able to get to that point. If I had to predict it, like a fast prediction, I would have given it to them. But those healers are working overtime and using those heals at the perfect time. Just look at those percentages. They just prove to you how much work they're doing. All coming in, having to separate Dark Allegiance. Not a good place as the Reinhardt's a little bit separated, luckily able to rejoin his team. Now there needs to be coalition, and it looks like it comes through. Goldenrot's able to get around, and he's just taking straight damage from Blue, looking to take out that Fair as soon as possible. But that's what's the danger. She's basically the only person that can take care of him. Takes care of him, but not soon enough. Point switches over, and no doubt they're going to have the same percentage, but now we're talking about ultimates here. We're talking about what is going to be the most effective thing going forward. That Earth Shatter is going to be a lot of work, but he has to be careful against those monkey shields. And I mean, I gotta give it to Cornstad. He just got so many deadly ults coming forward. Fair barrage to start it off and nothing else needed. Exactly what you want to see from a defense. Actually, it's still holding that monkey. Lucio Reinhardt is somehow surviving so well. Lucio very on top of it to keep him alive, and they're just keeping that fight going. They're ready for the reinforcements. Then what's that field on amplification agents at the back, so now they gotta kind of switch it up on Cornstad. They gotta get the kind of like the around fights. They can't stick to the front. Amplification agents down at this point. Able to take out blue, and now less DPS coming in for Dark Legion. That hasn't stopped them so far. Sadly, it is going to stop it. Man, that was a little scary coming in from Corn Salad, but that gives them a huge percentage boost coming forward on this first point in the haul. And they did have to use a lot of ultimates on both sides. With that Hammond, it's going to allow for an extra bit of defense coming forward from any form of attack this Death Ball tries to do. With the bombos, it's going to allow extra damage for Dark Legion, but they gotta be careful. Their team's going forward too quickly against the dive. They gotta stick together. This is the Death Ball against the dive. You cannot separate. They lose Sorrow. That's the hit kind of was able to take care of Golden Rocks, and now the Ferris is going to get full weight in on his damage. 90% going on that point. This is going to be the last push coming with the Dark Legion. If they can even come up to that. They're going to lose people. No doubt, even if they don't touch the point. Coming fast. He's not coming in fast enough. 1 second left. Overtime. Putting straight through a photo overtime for that Hammond coming in. And now the fight is everywhere. The priorities of Cornerstyle is a little bit separated, but the DPS are looking for what they can. Slept on the Golden Rocks from that Pharaoh barrage. Dark Legion's returning the damage in favor, but they did lose a DPS. Less damage coming in forward. Now the boost on that monkey looking for that Pharaoh, but Pharaoh able to keep that distance. It's been great for Cornstyle right now. They've got the Radiant, they've got all the HP they need, all the HP for the damage going forward. The Tracer ain't gonna last anytime soon. Overtime gone. But won the corn salad.
Score 0-1.
So they need to that Ferris is doing so much work because there's nothing on Dark Legions to deal with it. Need to be very careful going forward there. Blue's able to deal with it, but it's just so much danger for him since Farah actually runs with a Farmer Mercy. That Mercy's just going to be dedicating heals to that Sky, so Blue has so much disadvantage up there. Luckily, they're not going to have to deal with them, and they don't feel like they're going to deal with them, so they're going to be switching it up here. Sorrow on the Symmetra. Curious to see how that plays. The honestly on the Symmetra as well. Teleport to start off with that extra distance. Both sides doing the exact same thing, but I feel like Corn Salad. Nope, actually, it was Dark Legions that got the head boost. Ooh, beautiful. And with that Symmetra on that point, it gives her enough time to kind of set up her turrets. Setting up her turrets, indeed, putting them all in different directions, allowing the enemy to really like coalesce any form of damage on a bunch of turrets. That Reaper can do so much damage with the Reinhardt out of the way, it hurts them so bad. Rusan was just crazy. The moment he lost his shield, Dark Legions dedicate so much damage on top of that Reinhardt. Decimated. A huge start. Dark Legions. Got a pretty good ultimate so far. It didn't look like Corn Salad got to get in much, but they are bringing back the Farah, and it's like before. They gotta be careful here because they don't really have much to deal with the Farah. The May can a little bit. The Baptiste definitely can. But if they're not careful, that being said, though, apparently Orisa, perfect counter to a Farah that's playing a little bit too aggressive as this pulled in, and this is gonna hold. There's no way the Corns that have the damage right now to just push in. They're just going to be giving ult charge at this point, so they luckily just stay back. There's nothing right now Dark Legions can kind of scare them with. Luckily, where'd they go? They went up the side. I don't think they noticed this. They did, but they're moving. It's weird. Scared me for a second. I was like, whoa, the new meta plays. They're going to have amplification matrix here. That's exactly what they need. Where's it going to be? Right here when he shows himself. Bam. Beautiful fire strike coming into the amplification matrix, completely destroying the enemy's healer, and then right after destroying the Ashe. What a play. Or just a fast play. That's somewhere around, what, like 350 damage if I'm not mistaken? I might be just fudging the numbers there, but I know Fire Strike does like 150. So if Amplification Matrix does at least 50%, that's somewhere around 200 damage instantly, and that's assuming the low numbers. Great play. Keeps their time extra, and this is going to have to be Corn Salad's attack. They need to make something work here. They have Coalescence, something that's going to hurt. Heal a lot on the opposing side. They've got so much defense. Earth Shatter, Symmetra Barrier. It's not going to be easy, but that Barrage might actually change it here. Where's it going to come in from? It's coming in from the back. Symmetra Barrier to block. Killing it. Variable. What's going on here? Coalescence to kind of keep the team, but it's still not enough. Earth Shatter coming through. Lucio Barrier to keep Dark Allegiance alive. That Dynamite isn't going to do anything. Wow. Just lucky. Blocking out the Lucio. Just luck. I'm gonna call luck there. I mean, a combination of luck and just really good experience, because the Symmetra Barrier came up and half the team was in front of it. Why would you be in front of a barrier if you're using it against Dark Allegiance? So I'm gonna say it's luck, because they should have been standing behind that barrier. Just so happened they were standing in front. Maybe the Symmetra accidentally put it behind the Reinhardt. So when the Fair Barrage came out, it was completely blocked for half the team. Lucio, I think, is the one who killed the Fair. So that secured kill just basically sent the fight into an equalizer. And then afterwards, the ults just came in. Earth Shatter, Lucio Barrier. I mean, it was a fight for Dark Allegiance, to be sure. But now going into the next map, they're both kind of like the same comp, but Sorrow switching to the Tracer on the opposing side. A dive coming in from the Hammond. And a death ball with the Orisa. I love this weird dive. It's coming in on the right. Rookie, Genji, Monkey. Trying to do what the Hammond going for. Two people on the right. Beautiful anti-nade coming in forward. They're too scared moving forward. All they gotta do is deal with the Lucio, but they don't see him. Looking for any damage going forward. The Tiger comes in. Monkey damage going in straight through. Hammond powder coming through. Genji damage coming through. Zara coming through. It's just so much damage. Hammond going in for the Ana, but it's too little too late. That point is definitely Dark Allegiances if they coalesce their damage here, but Corn Salad coming in from the behind. Be careful with that. Lucio's contesting, so it's holding out the point, and now they've got the advantage. All they need to do is hold extra, and they get a little bit more percentage going forward. Zara looking for that. Oh, Zara looking for that. That Kree, but it just came in a little bit too hard. Golden Knox able to take him out. Now he's looking at the Ana. Monkey comes into the Phantom, and the G Blade right after take out the McCree. DPS down. Nano boosted again is going to take out that Orisa. Hopefully, if he doesn't keep missing, takes him out, and now it's just a killing game at this point, giving them some extra ult charge. The next ults coming up are no doubt that Hammond ultimate as well as Tracer Bomb. On the opposing side, though, it's going to be a little bit hard for a Flappy, I'll call him. To use his Hammond ult, he has to find an area where the team's going to run away, and he's definitely looking for it over here. This is a hard place to kind of put it. He may be able to put up a point defending his team from damage. It's going to be a hard gambit. The entire team is separated. Everybody goes in on the Ana. Not a bad play. Less healing coming in from Dark Allegiance. But look at this. They're still separated. Monkey on the point with his ultimate. Blue on the right. Hammond shooting in a huge high ultimate to try to get any form of damage he can. This is all about the percentage game. At this point, they're not looking for kills, but Blue definitely is, as he does get one in the back. Turns over with that. 6 to 9 on Dark Allegiance. They were able to get pretty good percentage considering the ultimate using, which I think it was only Hammond and Monkey ult. Now they just need to gain a little bit. Gotta be careful with the amount of damage they're losing here. It's hitting into Hammond high, allows them to power drive right after. It's hard for Corn Salad because they have so little HP, so they have to be careful here. Valkyrie to come out, we hear all these low HP people. Tracer Bomb coming in the background, looking for anything. It's just such a small area to do anything, but Dark Allegiance does have a lot of swapping damage coming forward. Sorrow and Blue have to make the plays here, and it looks like it's going to come from Blue, taking out the Monkey, pushing in forward. Less tank HP coming in from Corn Salad. Sorry for the lag. lag a little bit here, but it's probably just going to be a complete pile drive going in from both sides. Is right now Blue and Sorrow are prioritizing very well. Gotta be careful here for Corn Salad, because this is going to be the last chance that they're going to get, and this is match point for Dark Allegiance. If they win this map, this is their win for week 3, and they continue undefeated. So gotta be careful. They do have the ultimate. Goldenrog's looking for that Genji play, so he has to use it, but so much defense coming in on the opposing side. Stratic is using his ultimate on the right side. Goldenrog's using his ultimate on the left. See if he can get anything, but Zara able to delete the entire team. That is just unfortunate completely, as I didn't get to catch a whiff of that. But Zara put a beautiful tracer bomb onto Corn Salad, just completely eliminating them. Blue in the front line, just holding the line. And that Nepal map is going to go to Dark Allegiance and allow them to win and go forward undefeated in week 3 of UGC Premier League. Good stuff coming in from both sides, though. But it's something that you see constantly in the Premier League, is that just some teams just have that ramp up. They have those plays that just continue to come and come and come. So wow, it just like, I mean, we can call out just so many areas where Dark Allegiance were able to pit out just a specific strategy that went so well against Corn Salad. And Corn Salad coming in fundamentally very well, but it's just, again, just some things that were very unfortunate. Going into that last play, they were going into a team that just had so much ult bank, and they were willing to waste everything because they had nothing to lose. This is match point, so they can just pop everything. Hammond ultimate, Tracer bomb, Genji blade. I don't even remember what was after that. Monkey ultimate, maybe, but it worked. And wow, it did work. Let's see here. So I said before, Premier League, ladies and gentlemen, the highest tier UGC, the highest forms of play coming out. Both of these teams undefeated. Now, not so much. Dark Allegiance Academy again, going forward in Premier League as an undefeated team on week 4. Of course, we can be turning 1, but it's so early in the UGC. There's so much time to be able to retaliate, to be able to come back with plays. This is exactly why I love this kind of Swiss format, because it's not single wheeling. These teams get to come back, and I mean, by any number, I have no doubt that both of these teams are going to come up into the playoffs, and now they know each other. They know what plays they were able to do against each other, what strategies coming out. They get to learn from them. They get to either enhance them completely or allow them to just, deteriorate. So it's just a battle we get to see play out going forward. So I can't wait to see. Congratulations, Dark Allegiance Academy. Apologies that I couldn't do week 2. I was very busy, but I should week 4, and it was still out there. UGC, we hit up matches every week, and the default time is always going to be Friday around 8:39. So always look forward to that over here at the UGC channel. Any games coming forward. Beyond that, I've been JJskywalker, your analyst, caster, and cameraman. Apologies if there was a little bit of weirdness going in there. I've been coming back and casting a little bit, haven't really done it much, but I'll get used to it eventually. Good seeing you all. Have a great night, and I'll see you all next time.